Most shoppers think the asterisk on a Costco price tag is just a printer glitch. But if you see that star next to a price ending in 97, it's not just a sale. It's a distress signal from the floor manager. It means the corporate office has pulled the plug. And once that last box hits a flatbed, that brand is gone for good. I've spent the last 15 years deep in the trenches of retail logistics and SKU tracking. And I'm telling you right now, the clearance drop we're seeing this February is unlike anything I've seen in a decade. We aren't talking about off-brand trail mix or last year's sunscreen. We are talking about heavy hitter, never on sale, legacy brands that are currently being liquidated at 40, 50, and even 70% off. Now, you might be asking yourself why Costco would ever slash the price of a premium brand like Bova or Shark. The truth is, the January return wave just collided with the spring reset, and the warehouses are desperate for floor space. They don't want to store this stuff. They want it out of their sight. But it gets even more interesting. The first brand you need to hunt for today is Bova. I'm talking specifically about the Oceanographer men's quartz watch. If you've seen this at a department store like Macy's, you're looking at a $1.300 price tag. Even their sale price usually hovers around $800. Right now, select warehouses have tagged these with the Death Star asterisk at $449.97. That is nearly $1,000 in savings on a single item. If you see one, don't think about it. At that price, collectors are buying them in pairs to flip on the secondary market. But here's the secret. That watch is just the tip of the iceberg. If you head over to the small appliance aisle, you're going to see a massive shift in the Shark inventory. Specifically, the Power Detect Reveal cordless stick vacuum and the StainForce systems are being purged. We're seeing markdowns as high as $90 off the original warehouse price. Now, I know this sounds crazy, but stick with me. These aren't refurbished units. These are the same high-end models that were the IT items just 2 months ago during the holidays. Costco overordered for the winter rush, and now they're paying the price, which means you aren't. Before we hit the next 5 brands on this list, and believe me, the fashion brand I'm about to mention is going to blow your mind. Do me a quick favor. If you're tired of paying membership tax and want to actually start winning at the Costco game, hit that subscribe button. I'm tracking these price drops daily, so you don't have to spend your Saturday wandering the aisles for hours. Here's the thing about these clearance items. They don't show up in the coupon book. You won't find them on the app's front page. They are silent killers for your budget if you miss them. Take Lego, for example. Usually, Lego is the one brand Costco keeps at a strict, non-negotiable price point. But right now, the Lego trolley carry-on and backpack sets have hit the floor at a staggering $80 markdown in several regions. We are seeing these go for as low as $19.97 in some hidden clearance zones. But it gets worse, or better, depending on how fast you can get to the store. Now, you might have seen the headlines about the Nike Kirkland Signature SB Dunks, the viral shock drop that's currently reselling for 5 times its retail price. But while the hype beasts are fighting over those, the real money is being made in the back of the apparel section. In my years analyzing retail turnover, I've noticed a pattern. Nike doesn't like to sit on last season's styles at Costco. Right now, in warehouses across the country, we are seeing Nike Court Vision and Revolution sneakers hitting that legendary $29.97 price point. If you see a shoe box with a yellow tag or a handwritten 97, you aren't just getting a discount. You're practically robbing the place. These are $75 shoes at any other retailer, and Costco is clearing them out simply because they need the pallet space for flip-flops. But it gets even better if you look at the racks next to the shoes. Adidas is currently in a liquidation death spiral at the warehouse. We're seeing the classic men's fleece hoodies and joggers, items that were $25 just a month ago, being slashed to $15.99, and in some regions, they've already hit the $9.97 clearance floor. Here's the secret. Costco buys these in such massive quantities that even a 5% overstock represents thousands of units they need to move this week. They don't have a clearance rack in the back like a normal store. They just lower the price until the pallet is empty. If you're seeing those Adidas fleece sets with the asterisk, buy 3. You won't see them again until next October, and you definitely won't see them for $10. Now, you might be thinking, that's just clothes. What about the big ticket stuff? Well, let's talk about the kitchen, because Ninja is currently undergoing a massive SKU reset. I've been tracking the Ninja Professional Blender and the Footy series. Right now, the instant savings are masking a deeper clearance. While the sign says $20 off, look closer at the send amount. If that price ends in $97, that $20 off is actually a permanent markdown before the item is discontinued. We're seeing Ninja Professional Blenders hitting $59.97 in certain zip codes. For a 1,000-watt machine that usually retails for over $100, that is an absolute steal. But here's the warning. Ninja is one of those brands that people camp for. Once the word gets out on local Facebook groups that a specific warehouse has the 97 tag on a Ninja Creamy or a Footy, they are gone within 2 hours. I know this feels like a lot to track, but that's why I'm here. We've covered watches, vacuums, toys, clothes, and kitchen tech. But I've saved the most shocking brand for last, and it's a name you usually only see in high-end jewelry stores or tech boutiques. Wait until you see what they're doing to the price of the brand name electronics in the center of the store. If you thought the savings on vacuum cleaners and sneakers were good, you haven't seen the Silicon Valley fire sale happening right now in the electronics department. While everyone is distracted by the Super Bowl TV displays, Samsung is quietly pulling a massive inventory pivot. I'm seeing the Samsung Galaxy Watch 8, the one with the dual charger bundle that was the crown jewel of the holidays, marked down by a flat $70. But here's the kicker. In about 15% of the warehouses I've tracked, that price has officially shifted to a 97 clearance ending. When a brand as big as Samsung hits the Death Star status, it usually means the next generation is sitting in a shipping container in the parking lot, and they need that display glass empty by Monday. But it's not just Samsung. Apple products almost never go on a true clearance at Costco because of their strict MAP, minimum advertised price, policies. However, there is a loophole. Right now, the Apple Watch SE, 2nd Gen, and the AirPods 4 with noise cancellation are appearing on manager markdown tags. Now, you might be asking, Kaka, how do I find these if they aren't in the center aisle? Here is the golden rule of the Costco hunt. The perimeter is your friend. Most shoppers stay in the action alleys, those wide middle lanes. But the real clearance gold is usually tucked away on the very last end cap of the fence, or sometimes even hidden in the middle of a regular price shelf to fill a gap. Here's the secret trick the managers don't want you to know. The 00 ending. While the 97 means the corporate office in Issaquah, Washington, has marked it down, a price ending in 00 means the local warehouse manager is personally trying to kill that inventory. These are the deepest discounts in the entire building, often 50% lower than the 97 price. If you see a Samsung S90F OLED TV or a set of Sony noise-canceling headphones with a price tag ending in 00, you don't walk, you run to the register. That price is only valid for that specific building, and it usually means there are fewer than 3 units left in the entire zip code. Now, I know this is a lot of information to take to the warehouse, but you don't have to do this alone. The clearance landscape changes every single Tuesday morning when the new price change reports come out. If you want to stay ahead of the reseller raiders who clear out these shelves before you even get your samples, you need to be checking the Costco 97 tracking daily. I've put together a price tag cheat sheet that breaks down every single code, from the 97 to the hidden date codes in the bottom right corner, so you can tell exactly when a price is going to drop even lower.